Have you ever felt like someone close to you secretly envies you, but they hide it behind a smile? It's uncomfortable, right? You know something's off, but you can't quite put your finger on it. You feel drained after interacting with them, almost like you're giving, but getting nothing in return. Here's the thing. Jealousy can come from the most unexpected places, sometimes from those you least suspect. And when it's sneaky, it can be hard to see until it's too late. But it doesn't have to catch you off guard. Today I'm going to reveal 7 signs someone might be secretly jealous of you, but in a way you probably haven't heard before. And trust me, sign number 4 might just blow your mind. By the end of this, you'll be able to spot jealousy before it messes with your peace. Stick with me, and I'll also share 5 powerful ways to protect yourself. Ready? Let's get into it. 1. They mask jealousy with over-the-top praise. It sounds counterintuitive, right? But hear me out. Sometimes jealous people will shower you with exaggerated compliments, but they come with a twist. They'll say things like, "Wow, you're so amazing at that. I could never do it like you," or "You're always so lucky everything just works out for you." It seems like they're supporting you, but underneath it they're positioning themselves as the underdog, making themselves the victim of their own insecurities. This passive-aggressive form of flattery serves to elevate you in a way that makes them feel inferior. Over-the-top compliments. They start competing with you over the smallest things. We all know the obvious signs, like the person who one-ups you when you talk about your achievements. But what about the person who tries to compete with you over every little thing, even when it's not relevant to them? They might challenge you to a game of who can post the best picture, or try to show up in the same clothes as you at an event. They'll try to outdo you, even in areas that should have no bearing on your relationship. Competing over small things. They manipulate the narrative around you. This is a big one, and it's something people rarely talk about. Jealous people are experts at subtly shifting the story around you. They'll twist facts or add little details to your story to make it seem less impressive. Maybe they say, "Oh, they didn't really work that hard for it, you know. Everything's just handed to them." Or "You should have seen how lucky they were." They act overly supportive, but passive-aggressively undercut you. At first glance, they seem like your biggest cheerleader, but once you achieve something, watch how they take credit or downplay your role. For example, after you share a win, they'll act like they always knew you could do it, but then throw in a sly remark like, "It must have been nice to have that kind of help." This is their way of making sure they still feel superior, even when they're pretending to support you. Passive-aggressive support can be more damaging than outright criticism. They try to sabotage your confidence by diminishing your joy, making you question your worth. Jealousy doesn't just manifest in what they do, it's also in their words and actions. It shows up in how they make you feel, often leaving you feeling inadequate. If someone is secretly jealous of you, they'll do everything they can to undermine your confidence. They'll make you second-guess yourself, especially when you're happy or proud of something. They'll say things like, "You're being a little extra, don't you think?" Or, "I don't know, seems like you're trying a little too hard to impress." These comments are meant to hurt. They take jabs at your happiness, trying to make you feel like you're too much, too proud, too loud, too happy. Their goal is to bring you down to their level, to make you feel small and insignificant, diminishing your joy and enthusiasm. They give unsolicited advice that feels like criticism, often wrapped in a guise of concern. Another sneaky sign of jealousy is when someone always gives you advice, but it feels more like a critique, making you second-guess yourself. They'll point out how you should be doing something differently, even though you didn't ask for their opinion, making you feel inadequate. For example, they'll say, "You know, if I were you, I'd try doing it this way," implying their method is superior. Or, "Well, I don't know, but maybe that's why it hasn't worked out for you," yet subtly undermining your confidence. This subtle form of control is their way of trying to feel like they know better, asserting dominance over your choices. It's rooted in their jealousy, but they disguise it as helpful advice, making it hard to call out. They seem overly concerned with your failures. Here's one that many miss: people who are jealous of you might suddenly become obsessed with your failures. When you experience a setback, they're the first to jump in with their "I told you so's." But when you succeed, they're nowhere to be found. This behavior shows that they aren't truly invested in your well-being. They're just waiting for you to slip so they can feel better about themselves. 5 powerful ways to protect yourself from jealousy. Strategy number 1. Don't feed their energy with validation. Jealousy feeds on the idea that the jealous person can somehow diminish you. When they give you backhanded compliments or try to sabotage your joy, don't buy into it. Respond calmly, or better yet, just don't respond to the provocation. Keep your peace. Don't feed their energy. Strategy number 2. Own your boundaries, no matter how uncomfortable. When you recognize jealousy in someone close to you, it's time to set clear boundaries. Stand firm in what you allow and don't allow in your relationships. Strategy number 3. Neutralize the competition. Instead of fighting fire with fire, use their competitiveness to your advantage. Focus on your own path, your own growth, and let them spin in circles. Strategy number 4. Prioritize people who genuinely support you. Spend time with those who lift you up and are truly happy for your wins. Let their positivity be your shield against the negativity of others. Strategy number 5. Keep a strong sense of self. Jealousy only works when it can shake your confidence. Stay rooted in who you are and let your self-worth come from within, not from others' approval. Stay true to yourself. So here's the one thing you can do to make people treat you differently. Own your boundaries and stop seeking validation. When you stop letting people push you around emotionally, when you stand strong in your own space, people start to respect you. No more bending over backward for their approval. Jealousy is all about power dynamics. When you stop letting people affect your mood or your decisions, you shift the power back in your favor. And trust me, this one move makes a huge difference in how people treat you. Own your boundaries. It's essential to establish clear limits in your interactions. So if you want to start commanding respect and protecting yourself from hidden jealousy, do this one thing and watch how people treat you differently. Set your boundaries firmly and consistently. I want to hear from you. Your experiences and stories matter. Have you noticed any of these behaviors in someone around you? Maybe a friend or a colleague. Drop a comment below and let me know. Your insights could help others too. And if you want to learn more about navigating tricky social dynamics and boosting your emotional resilience, hit that like button and subscribe for more tips. Stay informed and empowered. Remember, jealousy comes from a place of insecurity, not your success. It's not about you, but their own struggles. Own your worth and watch as others start respecting it too. Confidence is contagious. See you in the next video and take care of yourself. Stay strong and resilient.